Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 7 of Big Money Talks with Big Money Drew Nicholas. Um, so, I probably, like my last podcast, funny enough, 2 weeks ago, probably sound a bit different than how I normally sound. That's because I've been having the worst allergy season I've ever had in my life. And yeah, so I didn't do anything last week because I had, in this order, stomach virus, fever, sinus infection, which I'm still recovering from, as you can hear. I'm gonna cough. I'm gonna clear my throat, and you're just gonna have to deal with it because I want to talk. I'm here. People are gonna listen. Maybe I'll be the only listener. I don't know, but I want to talk. So here I am. There we go. Deal with it. Not my regular time, not my regular day. Don't give a shit. Um, this Wednesday, I was absolutely 100% primed and ready to come back, do a show, NXT Takeover Chicago, uh, Backlash, and then I found out that I had to go to school because my school and probably many other schools decided, oh, you didn't have class on Monday because of Memorial Day? Well, you can have class on Wednesday because fuck you. So, didn't get to do a show on Wednesday. And this morning, I had to go to the DMV, which took up all of my time. Thank you, DMV. Uh, and that led me to coming home at 12:45 and then me going, you know what? I'm not going to wait until 3 o'clock or next Wednesday or whenever the hell I could fit this in because I'm free now. I'm just going to do it. Um, I have nothing planned because I just did this on the fly. And I think it might be better this way. I think that if I have like notes or if I have planned something to say, I get kind of boring. I feel like I'm boring. I could be wrong, but like right now, this is all words that I'm just saying off of the top of my head. I don't have anything written down on paper. I'm not looking at anything typed up. I'm just staring right into Google Hangouts and telling you exactly how I feel. So if this sounds different and you like it, let me know. In the past, I have written things and have kind of like had a script of what I wanted to say so that this way I didn't miss anything. But, sometimes, you hear about this thing or that thing from so many different podcasts and so many different articles. What the hell is the point, really? Why do you need to hear it from me? Unless you specifically want to hear it from me, which you could then tweet me at NicholasDrew91, and I could just tell you there. So why go through all that nonsense just, to sound boring, which is what I think I do. So, um, yeah, this isn't a professional podcast. This is just me sitting here staring into Google Hangouts' black screen of darkness and talking. So now I'm going to talk. I watched Raw. I watched SmackDown. I did not watch all of NXT, really only the part with Tommaso Ciampa. Fuck Tommaso Ciampa. I just want to put that out there. And Um, I'm just like I said. This is just me talking and not reading from anything. Um, I'm generally bored with WWE right now. It's not fun to watch. Majority of it is not fun to watch. I mean, there are things that are fun and things that I enjoy watching. Um, I enjoy Sheamus and Cesaro and the Hardys. I enjoy what's going on with the participants in the Extreme Rules Fatal Five Way, and that's really all I care about on Raw. Um, I'm somewhat interested in now the new angle that came out this week with Kurt Angle, the Angle with Angle, and Corey Graves, who was featured a lot on Raw this past week, which I'm all for that. Please, more of that. Um, I'm interested in seeing what this angle is with Kurt and what Corey Graves was sent via text message. I'm somewhat interested in the Enzo and Cass angle, where it seems like it's Cass attacking uh, Enzo from behind, and then going up to Kurt and Corey Graves being all defensive, and you know, I'm kind of interested in that. And then the tag team and the Fatal Five Way. That's pretty much it. That's all I care about. Um, I'm also somewhat interested in Golden Truth breaking up, and now Gold Dust bringing back like the Gold Dust of old, which is interesting. That's interesting, and that's pretty much it. Anything on the women's side, just Alexa Bliss. And by the way, that segment, that "This Is Your Life" Bailey segment, that needs to be fucking done with. That needs to be done with. It was miserable. It was so bad. Um, wow. I mean, I did not see anybody say anything positive about that at all. And that's a shame because you had some good workers in there who had a, you know, 20-second brawl after a way too long segment. And maybe judging from that, Bailey will get the title. I don't know. But I don't really care. I don't really care because it's just not interesting to me. So sorry if you are interested, more power to you. Honestly, it's just not interesting to me. Um, yeah, I mean it just even trying to think of what happened doesn't, nothing comes to my mind. I think, yeah, Elias Sampson had been wrestling for the past 2 weeks. Okay, whatever. um, oh, what I do remember, Bray, Finn, and Samoa Joe, they had their triple threat um, on Monday, and that was a pretty good match. I enjoyed that match. I liked the finish. That Finn didn't get the pin, but Joe took advantage. I thought that was pretty good. That gives him some momentum going into Extreme Rules. And I guess, you know, my hope is that Finn wins. That's my hope. I mean, does that mean that he wins the title from Brock Lesnar? I don't know. But um yeah, whatever. Noam Dar versus Rich Swann, I believe. Was it Noam Dar? Oh yeah, it was Noam Dar because now they're doing that Alexa, uh, not Alexa, that Alicia and um, Sasha thing on 205 Live, which I did not watch because I did not drink the Kool-Aid and suddenly turn on 205 Live because Sasha Banks was going to be on 205 Live. That's not something that's going to get me to turn the show on. I'm sorry. So I don't know what happened there. I don't care about the cruiserweights really. I just care about Neville. Neville's doing really well, and that's all I care about. No Braun still. I miss Braun. Maybe he'll make a surprise appearance at Extreme Rules. Don't care about Titus O'Neil. I don't understand the whole Apollo Crews thing. And then the main event. The main event was Roman Seth, which was a decent match, and it really got hot at the end. And I say the right person won. Roman Reigns won, and it was a really good match. A lot of big spots at the end that led to the finish. I enjoyed that. That'll be interesting to see what happens between them in the Fatal Five Way. On SmackDown, oh SmackDown, how you once were an incredible show to watch. I liked the tag team between Owens and Corbin and AJ and Nakamura. That was a pretty good match. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not AJ. Sami Zayn and Shinsuke. That was fun. Those two have history. That was Shinsuke's first match down in NXT, and that was a good match. I enjoyed that. The Usos had a cocaine-filled promo as they usually do. Of course, not real cocaine. Don't say what they had. No, not real cocaine. But Jay always looks like he's on drugs. It's funny. I really enjoy it. They get all like hyped up, and it's fun. And a New Day came back this week. That was exciting. I actually missed them and the whole, Biggie, whatever town they're in. That's I missed that actually, and that whole thing. That was fun. So they'll be going at it soon for the tag team championships. That's exciting. The show SmackDown mostly was a good show this week. It's becoming like kind of tiring to watch after a really boring Raw and or mostly boring Raw, I should say. But I think that this is like that lull period right now. So once we get past Extreme Rules and we go into the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. I really wonder if that's the name of the pay-per-view because I don't know if I've seen the Great Balls of Fire on WWE's website, nor has it ever even been mentioned on TV. But that could also be because they haven't gone past Extreme Rules yet. Usually, I think they just mention the pay-per-view after once they're done with the previous pay-per-view. Shit, I forgot my point there. Oh well, I guess it wasn't important. Um, the one of the biggest things that's coming out of SmackDown right now is the Fashion Files, and that's really fun. That gets more entertaining every week, and it's really really nice to see those segments. It's so like not current WWE, so I'm very happy to see that. Um, and I hope that continues, even though it seems that they're out of their title picture now with New Day back on TV. Um, Another really good thing was actually that women's match that was just all out chaos and just brutal, especially that table spot at the end, that power bomb by Charlotte to Natalia on the announcer's table. That was a great spot to end that before Shane came out, and then the surprise, not so surprise, announcement of the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match with their own briefcase now that they get to cash in on Naomi or whoever the champion is. That's really exciting. I'm happy for them. Um, Judging from how they did that, pre-match brawl that ended up not even being a match, or they're ending up not being a match at all. That was really great, and uh, that should make their Money in the Bank ladder match a fun thing to watch. Um, and then we had AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler. That was weird to me. I don't understand why Dolph has to get a clean pin over AJ Styles. Um, it could be that I was reading somewhere somebody said that it could have been that was actually a botch and AJ was supposed to get his leg on the rope so that this way they could do a rematch with that as the catalyst. But AJ didn't get his foot on the rope in time, so who knows there? That's all I heard from that. Um, the big, the big thing is so this whole Jinder Mahal stuff. Um, as you know, if you've listened like the past, I think 3 podcasts ago, I was actually in on it. I was not rooting for Jinder, but I understood and I was okay with Jinder versus Randy for the title. Um, I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. Like, I didn't really think that they were gonna put the title on him, and then they did. And I just don't know really what to think. I mean, good for Jinder for obviously putting in some work to be noticed and pushed and get the WWE Championship. But then at the same time, like I'm listening to so many people who know things and who study these things. I really don't. I just like listen to other podcasts. And my favorite thing to listen to right now is actually the List and Your Boy podcast on Fightful.com with Jimmy Van and Sean Rossap. That's a fun podcast to listen to. I just got into that a few weeks ago. Um, Jimmy Van, who's the owner, founder of Fightful.com, he said a lot of stuff. I'm trying to like remember exactly. what it was pertaining to the business side of Jinder getting the title, because let's be honest, it was a business move more than a genuine, oh, you've done so well, and now we're gonna give you a good push and have you win some matches and maybe get into a tournament, become a number one contender, then go to a pay-per-view and win the title. No, we're just gonna have every cheat type of a move done so that this way you could just be handed a title, so that this way your nationality country and not home country is excited, and now we're in there business wise and we're making money. So that was basically the gist of what Jimmy Van said. And I mean, to be honest, it's just, I'm just not interested in that type of stuff. I don't want, and this is the other thing too about like wrestling fandom and how, with me particularly, it's changed. I just don't want to know that a guy has a title because of a business deal. That's just kind of crappy to me, you know? Like, I don't want to know that, not strictly, but money is being made off of a decision in a company that has a TV show that's supposed to cater to the fans of the company and the TV show. And this just does not do that at all. And I don't want to know that stuff. And, you know, I'm a guy with a podcast talking about pro wrestling on YouTube. So what do you mean I don't want to know about business? You know, the thing is, I mean, I do want to know about business things, and I do know things, not like, I mean, now that I know like what goes on backstage from Dave Meltzer or Cage Seats or Fightful.com or Ryan Satin, you know, like all the big people and people who know things, Matman, you know, I listen to these people, and I go, and a lot of people are great, you know, great wrestling journalists and wrestling podcasts. A lot of people have a lot of fun stuff out there, and they have, you know, maybe a person or two on the inside to get some information from, or or, you know, of course, the biggest one is Dave Meltzer and the Wrestling Observer, and which I don't subscribe to, but um, I mean, now that I know some business stuff, that's fine with me, but I don't like knowing it at the same time. It's very weird. Like, I don't even really know how to explain it, because it's only just really recently with this gender stuff that I'm caring about it more. Like when, for example, like when Zack Ryder got the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania last year, that was interesting to me, and I knew that was. I mean, I guess it was because it was he did hard work, and they decided to give him a push, but where did that go? It didn't go anywhere, and now he's injured and off of the show for a while, and I don't know. Um, but yeah, like I don't like knowing that Jinder pretty much won the title because WWE wanted to be big in India. That's not something that excites me. And while I like the concept of Jinder and the Singh brothers, I don't like how it's been done, and I don't like the foreign heel thing that much. The only person who is foreign that's not a heel on the main roster that I can like just think of off the top of my head right now is Jericho, who's out right now, and Mustafa Ali, and Jack Gallagher. Like those are the only people I can think of right now that are foreign, but do not, but aren't heel. So Rusev's a heel, Jinder's a heel. You know, Lana's a heel. I mean, the foreign heel thing with the you people and the America. The thing is that Jinder is saying in his promos, he's saying things that are true about America, but half of the crowd is like into it. So when you got the heel saying you people boo me and you don't like me and all this stuff, and then like people are cheering, it just doesn't make sense, you know? So I just don't know. Like I said words, but I don't really know what I feel or think about Jinder getting the WWE Championship. Um, yeah, and you know, again, well, Extreme Rules is this Sunday. There's supposed to be a big SmackDown. I think it's June 13th, where they'll have some kind of like their pay-per-view show, like they did a month or so back. Um, that should be fine. You know, I just hope that I really start enjoying watching stuff again because I like coming on here and being happy and talking about what I've enjoyed. And you know, I did talk about some things that I enjoyed, but overall, it's just a chore. It's a chore to watch these days. So I don't want it to be a chore. And then just really quickly, I wanted to talk about NXT, Tommaso Ciampa attacking Johnny Gargano and breaking all of our hearts. So I know I said it already, but fuck Ciampa. Hashtag fuck you Ciampa on Twitter, which I did a few times. All I can say right now is, all right, we'll see what happens. Uh, I know that Tommaso is not going to be on TV for a little while, and I don't really know what the deal is with Gargano. um, but yeah, when Tommaso comes back, that's going to be a really hot feud, and I'll be very interested in seeing that. Um, yeah, that's it. That's my talking. I said what I needed to say. I really just wanted to talk about like how I felt about Ginger or the lack of feeling right now, really. And I will try to be back Wednesday at 11. I have finals coming up now, so I don't know uh, if it's going to clash. But I'll be on Twitter and I'll let you know at Nicholas Drew 91. And uh, yeah, that's all I got for this week. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking, for subscribing. Love y'all. Bye for now.